Oi, Miguel. Oi, Elisa. Aqui é o tio Guga e a tia Joyce. E hoje eu quero mostrar para vocês como que a gente faz banana bread, pão de banana, aqui nos Estados Unidos, aqui em casa. E como você tá vendo aí no vídeo, já tem banana, coloquei ovos e baunilha e sour cream. Sour cream você pode substituir por iogurte. So, I'm also going to speak in English so Tia Joyce can chime in whenever she decides she would like to do that. So, I did this morning. I was just feeling like I wanted to make a video for you guys, for both of you, just so that you can see something that we make very, very regularly here. Sometimes we substitute the sugar for a a substitute sugar. Oh, here I'm showing the flour that I used. I ran out of regular flour, and so I had to use my cake flour, which I only had a little bit left of, and then I also used some rye flour and some whole wheat flour. So there's the rye flour, as you can see there in the video. And I think that it just gives it a little bit of a different consistency and flavor. And it also shows that you can do anything you really like. You can get a base recipe and make it however way you want. You can add allspice, for example, like I'm doing right here. You can add
nuts or
nuts.
fruits.
Yep. In this case, I added some coconut. Here I'm adding cardamom, which is none of these things are called for in the original recipe.
They're just delicious spices.
So, and I don't really, I use measuring spoons, but I don't necessarily measure anything super well. I just kind of figure, hey, I want a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And sometimes you can taste it in the end, and sometimes I don't put enough to really make any difference.
We have made this recipe so many times. Once you get familiar with it and you know the flavors that you prefer, you can then add and subtract whatever you would like. Hence why he put cinnamon in it and he put cardamom, and they just enhance things and make it very delicious.
And you don't have to put any of that in there. You can just, if you really want just the banana flavor, you can just do the recipe without any of those spices. But we really love canela or cinnamon. So
you mix it all up and make a dough.
You don't want to over mix it. So I didn't have it in the mixer for too long. Here I'm just making sure that there isn't any dry flour left at the bottom of the pan. And you can make one big loaf, or in this case I'm using a cupcake pan, so we can make lots of little cupcake-like banana breads.
Oh.
Saúde.
Excuse me. Thank you.
So, and then here, I use this. What do you call this?
It's a scoop.
A cookie scoop,
A cookie
or
scoop.
So I love this thing because I can use it to measure a little bit better when I make cookies, and also when I make anything like this where I have to put an exact amount in each of the cupcakes. Here I'm heating up the oven to 350 degrees or 180 graus, Oh, there, I just showed up on the video. There was a picture I was trying to take of myself. And that's what it looks like when it's all done. Now, they're very hot, but I like to go ahead and take them out of the cupcake forms.
Have a parent do this. You see Guga saying "owie" as his hands are being burned. Owie. Have to remind him that they're very, very hot, and he obviously does not listen sometimes. So yeah, you need to have a hot mitt, an oven mitt, in order to touch some of these things, or wait for them to cool.
It's very true. I agree. So now we've tried one of them and we know it's very good. Ciao!